What is up, guys? Back in another video. Today, guys, we're gonna be talking about why I like Brock as a character. So, as you might have saw, I did a my favorite characters or the best Ash traveling companions. Like that was my first video I ever made. So I thought about making like a series leading out of it. I would say because I already did why Serena is my favorite character, and so why the next this like I'm guessing the next one is why I like Brock as a character. Because he's not my favorite character, but I really, really like him as a character. So, yeah, so I'm going to be doing all of them. The thing is, I'm not going to be doing, I'm going to do some people I'm going to be doing I don't like as a character, as I'm going to make an exception for her. She's going to be, I don't like Iris as a character. I think it was the last video, that name is not going to be brought up in my channel anymore. But I'm gonna make an exception for that video. And yeah, so let's get on to this video because the last time I made this is super long. Yeah, so Brock traveled as Ash traveling companion for 4 journeys. So he did Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, and Sinnoh. I mean, in the picture you're seeing right now it's out of order, but yeah. Oh yeah, the reason I'm not doing what I normally do is because my computer's acting up, and I've already made this video once, and it wasn't working, so I had to remake the slides and everything. So yeah, no script for this video. Yeah. So for the Kanto, it's the bottom one. So he actually taught Ash a lot, like throughout I'm just saying in all, like when he was chatting with him, he taught Ash to be kind of what he is now. Like he helped Ash become what he is now, the Alola champion. He also helped him like learn a lot of stuff about Pokemon battling. I mean, exclude Unova because Ash knows like almost every single Pokemon's name because of a lot of times Brock telling him what the Pokemon is and helping him, like explaining to him what moves and stuff like that. I know Ash right now in Journeys. I mean, I haven't watched part 4 technically. I've watched part 1, 2, and 3. I haven't watched 4. Hasn't come out yet. Yeah. So it's I don't, but what I've seen already, Ash isn't really focusing on strategy per se. He's focusing more on his pure strength with Dragonite, Gengar, and Lucario. I mean, yeah. Well, technically Riolu when I'm watching, but I already know he evolved into Lucario, and I knew that was gonna happen once he got the Riolu egg. You already know he's not gonna keep Riolu, just not without evolving him. And yeah, going back to talking about Brock, Brock taught him a lot of strategy. I know Misty taught him some, but it's just mainly Brock who taught him all about his strategies and everything. In Sinnoh, Ash learned a lot of strategies from Dawn, but those weren't long-term strategies, per se. Those are like kind of just season in. Because it would be cool. It would be really cool what they did in Journeys, just had him do the spin dodge with Pikachu. Just in like one of the battles he used Pikachu in. I think that would be a really cool, like, just a touch for like older characters like me, older fans like me, just to have like because Sinnoh is my second favorite season of all of them, other than Chaos, Kalos. I have a habit of calling it Chaos and not Kalos because when I first watched the Kalos series, I don't know, I thought it was Chaos, so that's stuck in my memory now. Yeah, so and he helped like everyone else by like, except in Hoenn. He helped everyone else like with directions. He cooked for everyone. He was kind of, and he was like helped the Pokemon get better sometimes. He was kind of like the father figure of the group, and he was actually, oh no, like, he's one of my favorite top characters just because of his personality and his like traits of like helping everyone. And I mean, thinking when at the time it was kind of getting annoying when he was every single episode he was going for a girl that he liked. But looking back on it now, I really enjoyed that they had added that part into the series. I think that's a really cool part that they added. Yeah, so moving on to his character. So, alright, so if you look at the top center one right next to character. Ignore that I spelled character wrong. I don't know. As I was playing, because I normally don't really focus on the slides. I only really focus on this like the. So originally I had a script on each of these pages, but since editing's not working right now, you're gonna have to you're gonna have to look how I spell character wrong. But yeah, so like I was talking about in the last slide, he was kind of like he originally wanted to be a breeder. After he set off from the gym, because he was the Pewter City gym leader, which is a rock type gym, and he has 9 siblings, I think, 8 or 9 siblings. And yeah, he set off on his journey from the Pewter City gym. He wanted to be a breeder, but leading towards the end of Sinnoh, I don't remember how it went down, but he eventually wanted to become a Pokemon doctor. So that's the only reason he left Ash, because to learn how to be a Pokemon doctor. Because I bet if he would have the writers didn't make him want to become a doctor anymore, he would have probably stayed in the anime. I mean, I know there was a time cut between Sinnoh and Unova. But yeah, there still would have. He probably would have still been in the anime. We would have never met Silent, Clement. He and both him, Serena, and Bonnie would have been in the anime because Ash would have met. I mean, maybe not. I don't know. But yeah. So I actually really liked him as a character. I said a lot about him in the last slide with character, but yeah, he was Ash's best friend. Out of all of his friends, he's easily Ash's best friend, male best friend, I would say. I know Don's his girl best friend. Serena's not. Let's just say she's not his best friend, but a different type of friend. If you know what I mean. And yeah, so Brock he had some funny lines at the time. I never knew why his eyes looked like that, but but as a kid, but let's just not talk about that. Let's not diss Brock right now. And yeah, and also he can access Mega Evolution with his Steelix, which I'll be talking about next slide. So, out of all those Pokemon, I forgot he had one of these. He has a Golem, a Steelix, which was an Onix, and then he later, when he left it at the gym, eventually evolved into a Steelix. He's a Crobat, which evolved from a Zubat to a Golbat to the Crobat. And he also has a Geodude. That's at the gym right now. And then Hoenn, he got a Ludicolo. I think he got Mudkip. Yeah, he got Mudkip and Hoenn. And he also got Sudowoodo and Hoenn too, I think. Yeah. Sorry if you hear papers in the background, just ignore that. Yeah, so that was the ones his Hoenn ones. Oh, and he got a Pineco that evolved into a Fortress. And he also had a Vulpix, and Johto, which was a gift from someone, and then he gave it back to her eventually. So yeah. Oh yeah, Ludicolo. I don't remember the pre-evolved stages of Ludicolo. Oh, it was a Lotad. I don't remember the next ones, but yeah. And then and then Sinnoh, he got Krogunk, Happiny, which evolved into Chansey. So I'm sorry if I'm wrong on this. I'm doing this off the top of my head. And then Alola, when he came back, he got the Comfrey. That's it. That one. That's the one where it has the one on the bottom right. Yeah. So I mean, all of his Pokemon are really strong. Comfrey, I haven't really seen it battle yet, so I don't know. Chansey's kind of his doctor's Pokemon. Mudkip was actually is strong. I wonder if Mudkip evolved into a Swampert, which that would be really cool. Fortress was a really as a Pineco is a really funny Pokemon. It's strong. Krogunk's probably one of my favorite Brock Pokemon, just because in Sinnoh he's the one who like stopped him. Because if you guys didn't know, Brock falls in love with every pretty girl. Well, quotation mark pretty girl he meets. And in Sinnoh, I mean in Kanto and Johto, and part of Orange Island, Misty was there to kind of just like tell him to stop, while like yanking his ear and like dragging by his ear away. Max was the one in Hoenn, and then for Sinnoh, he didn't really have anyone, and that's when he caught Krogunk. Oh, sorry guys, late video. Whenever I'm yawning, it's a late video. Because I gotta get this out tonight. And yeah, so Krogunk was one of his like first off, I thought when Krogunk first appeared, I thought Team Rocket were going to catch it. That's what I originally assumed. But when Brock caught, I was like, oh, okay. I was just like kind of shook by that. Yeah, so I think that's gonna be for the end of this video. All right. So if you guys put this picture you see on the screen, it's not technically a quote. I mean, you'll probably see this next video too. I wasn't really looking at this. It technically is a quote, so I'll read it. I like my normal quotes on the more shipping video this week. Make sure to tune in Wednesday. Turn on notifications. And yeah, so kind of ignore it right now, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. If the subscribe button's red, make it gray. We're on the road to 20, even though we hit 20 and then talking about that. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button. Make sure to turn notifications on to see the next video or my future videos. And yeah, have a great rest of your day or night, and peace. And